Hi, this is Tiffany Foreman, and thank you for joining us at our May team meeting. This month we are doing a salad in a jar training so that our consultants and our friends that are joining us live can be a part of this. So we're going to kind of jump into meeting mode and salad in a jar mode. So we are going to get started here, and when you are doing the salad spinner, you don't do it like Alexis did it. So we're gonna flip this around right now so that you can see what's going on.
And then what you should do after you do the breaks,
all right,
you should
so
give it another shake.
With the salad in a jar show, we want to get the lettuce prepped ahead of time before the show actually starts so that you have time to get all the moisture off the lettuce. That's really important. So what we did before Alexis is spinning is we cut the lettuce up, then we rinsed it in the sink, and then we spun it. So you can see all the water down there. And Alexis quickly learned that she needs to use, show them the break, right there, the break. So, okay, so when Amy comes back, we'll have her spin it again. Alright, so put that in there. Alright, so give it a good spin. And this thing really gets going. It's like 13 miles an hour. Use the brake, because if not, lettuce comes flying out when you take the lid off. Okay. So when you do, for the consultants who are watching us tonight, when we do a salad in a jar party, this is what I would suggest doing ahead of time, is getting all your lettuce ready to go so that it has time to sit there and dry. And then here in my setup, you guys are going to come over here with me, is that we have our table set up, and this is a random assortment of ingredients. We are not following a specific recipe. And we have a cutting mat and then tools for each of our products. All right, guys, so can you join me in here so I can go over this?
Do we want the lettuce?
Leave it there.
I'm not sure. Do you want the chicken cooking now?
Yep, you can cook. Somebody can cook the chicken. All right, but I want as many people in here as possible so you guys can listen all at once and I don't have to repeat myself. All right, so our table is set up so that we have cutting mats and tools at each station. And the way we're gonna do our salad in a jar is there is a method to the way that we assemble our salads. So this is a nice little drawing diagram to tell you how to do this, but I know that it's kind of hard to see because of the way that it printed. But you're gonna start with your salad dressing. Laura, would you grab the ranch dressing that's in my refrigerator? Thank you. All right, so you're gonna start with your salad dressing. So we have two, leave that in there. We have two different salad dressings. One is the Italian that you make with the mix, measure, and pour. It's on the side of the ingredients are on the side there. And then we also have just a ranch dressing that I added our Pampered Chef Southwest seasoning to spice it up. All right, so it has a little bit different color. You also could slice and dice a jalapeno and add that, and that makes it really good. I use that on the Tex-Mex salad whenever I do a show with that. That was a really yummy demo. Okay, so you start with your salad dressing. All right, so tonight we are going to be using the small jars. These have all been washed, and these are 12-ounce jars. So this is going to be more like maybe a side salad size. Amy, on my fireplace is a bigger jar. All right, so this is the smaller jar. I bought a case of these. They're not too expensive. I washed them all, and then all their lids have been washed there. Okay, so with this, how you're gonna do this and in structure, okay, here's a bigger jar. So if you want like a full-on meal jar, you're gonna use a big one. This is a nice side salad side. So we're gonna just do these tonight because I had a case of them and that's why we're gonna do that. All right, so with these, you're going to steps 1 through 5 or layers 1 through 5 is only gonna take you to the 1 cup mark. All right, so be mindful when you're filling it with your ingredients that you don't really want to go above 1 cup because then you want the second half to be lettuce. Unless you want a non-lettuce salad, then you could do it differently.
I would prefer to have brownies and ice cream.
Okay, so that's an idea. You could do brownies and ice cream in your jar. Okay, so you're gonna start with your dressing. So you'll pick which one you want. And we have plenty of ingredients that we're gonna make one for you guys to take home. And there's gonna be enough for us to eat tonight. So if you wanna make 2 different kinds, like if you wanna do your Italian base tonight or like to take home and then do your ranch to eat here, you could do whatever you want. Okay, so you're gonna do a little bit of dressing depending on how much you like, 2 to 3 tablespoons in the bottom. I don't measure, I just kind of eyeball. And then you're going to do ingredients that are what we call our like hearty, non-absorbent ingredients, and that is stuff that doesn't necessarily absorb the dressing.
It won't get soggy.
It won't get soggy. Things that could handle sitting in the dressing for a couple days, because this is going to be good for like 5 days because it's airtight, because it's in a mason jar. Okay, because this, you know, when you have a mason jar lid, that's nice and airtight. All right, that's the whole reason they use them for canning and all that fun stuff. Okay, so over here with the as we go around, we just kind of, each person's going to start with each product. And for the consultants, you know, for our point of view, we want people to get their hands on all these different products. That's why we have a different product at each station. Now, say you didn't have all of them, you could definitely double up. And you could use the quick slice for your bell peppers and your cucumber at the same time. It just really depends on, you know, what you want to show and what products, you know, you have in your arsenal. All right, so here what I would say with station 1 is you're going to peel your carrot, cut it into sections that can go in the spiral and slice, and then you'll have nice thin layers of carrot. I've noticed that some of my shows that when you do really chunky pieces of carrot, it takes up a lot of valuable space in the bottom of your jar. So you want to make sure that they're nice and thin. Another great tool is to use your microplane to do your shredded carrots. You could do carrots that way, but leaving them chunky, they don't, like, unless you're going to sit there and lay each one down flat, they take up a lot of space. All right.
Yeah, I julienne them at home.
Yes, you could julienne them. Yes. Okay, which I could have got my julienne peeler out. Oh, well. Okay. So we're going to use a spiral and slice on that. Bell pepper, you're going to cut the top off, and then you can kind of lobe it. Each lobe you'll put down on the quick slice, and then once it goes down, you'll pick it up, take this off, and you'll turn the pieces the other way so you can go down again. So you're going to make squares out of your pepper pieces.
And the tougher side goes face down?
I cannot remember. I have tried it both ways, and I have not.
You know what? This blade's are sharp.
Yeah, I haven't had, like, one doesn't feel different from another.
Okay.
Okay. Cucumber, you can peel, you can cut, you can de-seed. I personally like to de-seed them. Seeds of a cucumber give you indigestion, and they also make things very watery.
Yeah.
So I would say use your core and more and get those seeds out of there. And then you can, if you want to dice them with a knife, you can. I put my simple slicer here. If you want to do nice thin slices, you can do that. You're going to do your cherry tomatoes with their closing cut. And when you use this, you definitely need a 7-inch knife. So I will make sure that you guys, if you've never used this before to do your chicken or your tomatoes, that I come back over to show you how to do this. The zucchini is a great thing. Even if you don't personally like it, it's a great thing to add substance. It adds color. It takes on the flavor, whatever you're cooking it with. So you might as well add it. With this, we can do our veggie spiralizer. I would say do ribbons, or if you wanted to do the fettuccine noodles, that might look really cool in your layers. So the little teeth piece, the little comb thing that goes in there is actually sitting in my windowsill. So thank you, Amy.
Got it.
With onion, we'll go ahead and we'll food chop that with our trusty food chopper that's been out forever and ever. And then that way you can slice and dice that as big or small as you want. And we went with a red onion just because that looks pretty in salads. Yeah. And I also think I like that flavor better in a salad than the other onion. I got the broccoli, same thing kind of as the zucchini. Adds flavor, adds fiber, and you can slice and dice it with the manual food processor and get it nice and fine, and then it just kind of like goes in the top. So we'll have 2 different kinds of cheeses here. I have Colby Jack and Pepper Jack that you can do both over here. And then the reason that we're doing the cheese, we'll have our sunflower seeds, our beans, and all that. We want that as far away from the dressing as we can get, because we don't want necessarily any of that sitting in the dressing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The seeds will get soggy.
Yes, the seeds will get soggy. So to keep them crunchy, you want them far away from that. And then if you want to do some apple, you know, like they do at Panera, the Fuji apple salad is really yummy. And then we have avocado too. Again, they're kind of towards the top. And then this also is where we'll have our chicken. Last is your lettuce. So remember, you have all of these ingredients to do before you get to your lettuce. So kind of think about that, because remember that jar, you're only going to go to the 1 cup thing for the jar. Okay, so think about what ingredients you want, because we're going to make 2 salads. One for you to put in your jar to take home for your lunch this week, and then the other one we have plates and bowls over there for you guys to eat tonight.
But if you're using the 1 quart, that's a pretty good amount. That's like,
Yes, that big jar.
that's 2 cups.
Yes, you
for
can
the
definitely
veggies
do
before
a
you
nice
put your
salad
lettuce in.
with that.
Yeah.
So, and
So
I think if you slice them nice and small, like slice everything small, you'll be able to do that.
So it's about, there's a diagram, so it's about
Yeah.
half of your whole jar is layers 1 through 5.
Okay.
And then the top half is all lettuce.
Okay.
Okay.
So the bigger one, you're gonna have room for chicken, for like herbs.
Yes.
You know.
That's, I think of the big jar as like an entire big meal. Like that's
Main
like
dish, yeah.
all that. So then this could be a nice side dish if you already had something else to go with your lunch. Or you can always put your chicken on the side. You can take your chicken breast and cut it up and then have a second container of your chicken breast.
And I read something that said if it's going to be more than 3 days, then you probably don't want to put your chicken in the jar.
Okay, good to know. So, and we're gonna grill the chicken in the other room. I have crushed peppercorn and garlic set out to do on the grill pan. And then that's a nice just seasoning that will kind of go with anything and everything. Sometimes if you wanted to like kind of to go the theme with the Southwest Ranch, do like your Tex-Mex or your Southwest, okay? So I'm gonna have you guys start over here with our carrots. I hope everybody washed their hands. If not, there's hand sanitizer over there too. And you're just gonna jump on in. This is how I do my show. You jump right on in. And I just kind of follow them around and help them do their
Assist
stuff.
with the products.
Yeah, assist
Yeah.
with the products.
Okay.
So since Amy doesn't eat anything that comes out of a garden, she can also help with getting some products stuff ready to go. All right, so jump in first. Grab your jar. You don't need your lid to the end, and somebody can
You
use
want
that
all of
jar.
them going at the same time?
So they kind of start.
Yeah.
And we go around. So yeah, there's a little bit of a put that.
Oh.
Sorry. All right, so you might need to put that lid back on and shake
So
it
what
down.
did you do? You put Southwest in the ranch? I missed that part.
Yes, I just took some Southwest
Cool.
seasoning and put it in there with the ranch.
Cool.
If I need to pour it in a bowl, I can.
Don't do that. But it smells so good. So stupid question. Do you eat it out of the jar?
You can. So you can eat it out of the jar. About one of the handouts I'm going to give you guys is
Don't wash that.
about 20 minutes before you're ready to eat lunch, you're going to turn your jar upside down. And then you'll let the dressing go all the way through. Because if not, you're going to try to like dump the lettuce and the dressing's still going to be sitting at the last inch as you're trying to get it out.
And your dressing's gonna be in one place. Yeah. Right
So if
there.
you, especially if you're doing like the vinaigrette, that will really get down on everything. Now, keep in mind, vinaigrette does separate, just like it does sitting there. Do we need to put it in a bowl? If you need to, put it in one of those empty jars and we'll just rinse it out. But you see how the oil and vinegar separates here? It's gonna do the same thing in your salad. So
So give it a shake.
that's why you'll need to shake it.
So you got to think about all those people who in January said they were going to eat salad for lunch every day because it's their New Year's resolution, and they give up because their salads are boring. Because when you pick salad for lunch, you don't do all this. But if you knew you were doing a whole week's worth of salad at one time and you got all this stuff and made good use of it, that could keep you'd be really skinny. That's all I'm saying. At least you hope. True. You would be really skinny.
And then if you buy your vegetables like Saturday or Sunday and then
Yeah.
make all your salads on Sunday for the week,
have
you
no
can vary
excuses.
them.
No excuse.
Yeah, no excuse. It saves your wallet and your waistline.
Yep. And in the grill pan, you could do one chicken breast with peppercorn garlic, one with Tex-Mex. So you could have a Tex-Mex salad one day, a garden salad another day. You could have an Asian salad another day. The
Totally.
variation is really easy to do when you've got.
And then this is a trash bowl.
This is trash.
And that's a good way to do your carrot too, is just to use the serrated peeler and make strips. Amy, would you
was gonna say,
post on the team page that for this part of the meeting we are on Facebook Live?
Yes.
All right, so moving on. All right, so you're gonna do the pepper. So take the top off of the pepper. And remember, did you guys ever know this trick that if you only need half a pepper, you cut it here, straight across, and you leave the seed ball intact. So you use the bottom half, and then the top half is what you put back in your fridge because the moisture will go into the seed ball and not into the pepper to make it all moist. Scoop loop, scoop loop.
Doing it old school.
There you go. So the scoop loop helps to get the ribs out, the seeds out, especially if you like a stuffed pepper. I saw a Facebook video that they cut that in half and then they roasted it for a little while. Then they add some egg concoction to it and recooked it, and it basically was like a breakfast and a half pepper half.
Why do I not see you on here as live?
You right now, if you were on my page, I'm on like my personal page, not in the group.
Okay, hold on. How do I see that?
Jeannie says she sees us.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then I think, wasn't Sarah Beth going to join us that way? All right, so Alexis went both ways. Did you guys see that?
I'm making a mess.
That's fine. And so, and whatever you don't want, you can leave.
The what?
The guard's still on the bottom?
I leave it on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
I don't even understand what its actual purpose is.
Yes, to
So-
catch liquid or something, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't security juices like there's holes in the bottom.
So whatever you leave,
Okay.
you can leave for the next person.
Right.
All right, so just lobe a piece of the pepper.
Just got a piece here.
Turn,
this side.
yeah, you want it like a piece, yeah, like that. Perfect. All right, now you're gonna pick up the quick slice. All right, so yep, there you go, and just kind of watch where the little like line the middle things up with the holes. There you go. All right, now pick up, no, put it back down. Pick up the pepper, the whole thing. Yeah, pick up all the pieces. Now pick up the thing. Turn the pieces the opposite direction and go down again. And then that's how Alexis got her little cubes. All right, Sarah cooks on too. Hi, Sarah. See, they can write
Yes.
on there when they join.
I had experience with that at that bridge.
Okay, so we're doing more carrots over here. Nobody wants to try the spiral and slice? All right, Amy, I might have you do one with the spiral and slice to show that off. Sure.
Let me get out of your way, Amy.
No, I'll
She'll
wait till
come
you're
around.
done, 'cause I'll
So they're gonna add their pepper. All right, so
You should
Alexis
actually go in there and
de-seeded.
check
I'll have to come back and see that. All right, so while we're doing
Chicken.
this, have you ever used this for tomatoes? You know how to do this?
Laura, can you?
All right, so you use the big knife.
All right, thank
There
you.
you go. All right, so you put it on the edge before you close it. I'm gonna narrate for you.
Okay.
All right, and then go on through.
It's already sliced. Slice it here.
And then you get all the way to the end. There you go, beautifully sliced.
This is
So
a
this
loaf
works
from
great for
here.
chicken, grape
Oh,
tomatoes,
okay.
Get you one loaf.
regular grapes.
more,
I've had people do hard-boiled eggs
That's
like
kinda-
this. Alexis, will you show them how that bottom piece is like a trampoline, how it goes down? Ooh, nice. That's why it's really good for chicken. All right, so then Nancy did, she
okay.
de-seeded the cucumber using our core and more. And then she's gonna do some nice slices.
I don't know how to do this.
You don't know how to use that tool?
No.
Okay,
get
so,
this in
all
there.
right, so that goes on, this is like the little key slot.
Oh, I see it.
All right, so put that in there. Turn it on the big, yeah, you got
You're
the big
making
one
a
on?
mess.
Okay.
Bless you.
All right, and you should put this guard on,
And I'm just cleaning it.
so that helps to keep the key. Hold on, let me pull that out. Put the guard on. All right, so then click that in place. All right, so put that in there. All right, now while you're holding that with one hand, you're gonna tighten that with the other.
I don't know if anybody wants to go
Hold with one, tighten with the other. There you go. So and that's to keep the little key
On.
thing, as I'm calling it. Like, so it's not up at one end, okay? So then you can take this piece off, that clear
Bell peppers.
plastic piece,
I love
the
bell peppers.
covering, there you go. And then you're gonna take your piece of your zucchini, pull that up. You got it in there? Okay, so it's gonna come out right here.
Turning that the wrong way.
There you go. So there's your zucchini noodles that you are making with the veggie spiralizer. So that's a great texture to add into your salad.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Here's the carrots.
Oh, okay, let me come back over to Amy. We're
Carrots on
doing
the
the
bias.
spiralizer. So we're just doing, we have the divider in there. So it's
But they
now just
fell
slicing
sideways,
them
yeah.
all one thickness, which is great for this so it doesn't take up so much surface area inside the, You can also do this with the garlic slicer. If you have the garlic slicer, you can put carrot in there.
I was
Get one
wondering
thing.
that. Okay.
Yeah, because carrot's small enough to fit.
Right.
Yeah, they'll fit in there. If not, you can just cut them. All right, so Nancy's got her tomato or her cucumbers going. All right, we've got our red pepper over here. So I always remember when I first got my food chopper was to, if you do onion in there, it helps to keep those fumes from the onion. You need to give the grape tomato people back their knife, Alexis.
Yeah, whatever. Walking around.
Alright. Got this.
All right, so do you know how to use that? All right, so you got and lay that knife down on the edge. All right, there you go. Now close it, push it. Now go through.
Saw it back and forth.
Soft. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Very nice.
Imagine it was a chicken breast now, and you open it up and it's perfectly butterfly.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the one I just cut in
So
the
much-
kitchen's not.
Well,
Will
that's
you
the way to use
grab
that.
That is very nice.
the cheese out of my cheese drawer? All right, so we're gonna just MFP the broccoli. This is a great way to hide veggies from your children. So if you make mac and cheese, you can MFP some broccoli to put in there. And just tell them don't mind the green specks.
Oh, there's still some.
So there you go, awesome. I also do this if I'm making the chicken and broccoli ring. I do this with my broccoli now. So,
Ooh,
Is
okay.
there not
There you go.
enough in here to do anything with?
no, you should still have plenty.
Okay, these two.
Okay.
It just has very little resistance. See, it's coming out, Nancy?
Except for
Yeah.
Jack and Colby.
Those two?
Yep. Yes, you might not have room for lettuce. You
I
might
do now.
There you go. Yeah, pack it down in there. Let me see. All right, so depending on what cheese you want, you can take that completely out of that
You
package.
left some tomatoes. You might want them.
Thank you. Give me my tomatoes.
You can have them. I was just wondering.
Give me my tomatoes.
So we always shred our cheese. We don't buy that bag stuff.
No.
It tastes better. It melts better. It's more economical. Amy might sneeze. There
No,
you
I'm
go.
not, because that would not be by safe food protocol. It's gonna keep looking.
So I guess she thinks you want the whole jar full of cheese
That's
over
what I
there.
would eat.
Yeah. So she's doing enough cheese for everybody to have some cheese.
There you go. Once I get started, I just can't stop.
Look at that pretty salad. Look at all those colors.
That's how you do
Layers.
a salad to eat for a meal.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's
Yeah.
how you do a meal salad.
There you go.
You know, when you thought about it in
Layers.
January and it was just some lettuce and a couple tomatoes and one cucumber.
You were like, ew, man, I have to eat this for
Yes.
6
That's
months.
what you were like. Let me
No.
go to Taco Bell.
Yes. So when you make them interesting and you add different veggies, this will get you in the mindset that salads are good. All right, so I'm gonna go check on Laura. She's grilling our chicken. Now we're not putting chicken in this. If you were doing a show, you would need to do the chicken during your prep time so that it has time to cool down. Because you don't want to put hot chicken in your jars because it will wilt your lettuce because it's one of the last layers. So, all right, so once you've done all your veggies, if you guys want apple or avocado, black beans, or sunflower seeds are over here too. And if you're done, you will then go wherever we put the lettuce.
The lettuce is still in the kitchen.
Okay. And we will top that up.
Is it all the same? Yeah, it's done.
There we go. All right, I had some tongs if you wanted to.
I could not find your time.
Oh, they were on this counter.
Oh, I hear it.
I have little bamboo tongies somewhere.
Okay, those I saw.
There you go. Do you want to just use the bamboo tongs and they can use that for lettuce? So the
Tongs for
lettuce,
lettuce?
we used our serrated knife. Now, this pink one was available a couple years ago, but we still have a black nylon serrated knife in the catalog. We can put it on a plate if you, oh, I'm sorry, batter bowl, top right-hand cabinet, Amy.
Okay.
And then salad choppers. All right, so yeah, you gotta shove that lettuce down in there. Awesome. Yay, it looks beautiful. Now you gotta go get your lid.
Throw it in here.
All right, so back to this. You're gonna use your nylon knife so that it doesn't oxidize the lettuce. So if we used a metal one, your lettuce would start to brown. So that's why we're using a nylon knife. We cut it, then we spun it. All right, Alexis is gonna seal hers up. See how much lettuce she can get in there. Shove it in there. Pack it in. Oh gosh. It's like watching my husband wrap a present. There you go. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, so she's got everything ready to go. This can go in the fridge if you want to write on your name with a Sharpie. They're over here to my left. All right, so we've got our chicken.
Salad choppers are where?
Probably in that drawer over there. All right, so then we're gonna salad chop. Now the lettuce or the salad that you're making to eat here, we have chicken for that. And Amy is salad chopping that up now.
I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, no, you're totally supposed to.
I didn't know if somebody else needed
So this was made on the grill pan. Laura was in here working
double
on the
duty.
chicken. I love these salad choppers. I can honestly tell you, I've only chopped lettuce like 3 times, and I chop chicken or beef or pork or something 95% of the time.
So my husband, my kids put the dishes away, and yesterday when I had to be somewhere and I left dinner at home, my husband, when I got home, he got really mad and he said, "You know those scissors with the 2 blades? I want my own pair, and you are not going to touch them. I want my own pair." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I wanted to cut up the chicken for dinner." He's like, "And you took them with you?" And I was like, "I was at the ball field. I don't know what you're talking about. I have a pair in my kit, in my show bag, but I have a pair for the house too. I have 3 pair actually." And he just couldn't find them. He was so mad. He was like, "I want, next time you do something, I want some for myself." He can't live without them. Anytime I leave him with any kind of meat for the kids, and then like pasta or rice, whatever meat it is, he cuts it up, he mixes it with the rice, and feeds it to him like it's casserole. Every
There you
time, I don't
go.
care what it is. That's his go-to. So
That's awesome.
whatever, it works. So there you go.
That's great. All right, so I'm gonna check on these ladies in here. Are you guys?
We don't know how we're gonna get lettuce in here.
All right, so
Oh,
they
my
may not
Lord.
get any lettuce up in there, but they look pretty.
We're gonna get lettuce.
We're
So-
gonna get lettuce.
I just shoved.
You
what I
can
was
shove it in
Supposed to
there.
be a side salad.
They want it.
But it's, you know what?
There you go.
That many-
Oh yeah, get it down in there, Donna.
When you have that many good ingredients, like what are you supposed to do? You want all of them.
You
You
do.
take a little
No, I
bit
didn't
of
get
this, a
broccoli.
little bit of that,
Well,
a
I
little bit of
wouldn't
this.
either. I don't blame you. Nobody needs that.
Nobody needs to eat
Quick,
broccoli.
where's the lid?
Now you
That's
could
what I
put your
did, I got-
lettuce like in a baggie if you wanted to or whatever. A quick tip, my mom always did this.
Yeah.
Whenever she made a tossed salad and we had like a little bit left over, enough for her to have as a meal the next day, she took the butt of the bread and she put it in the container that we put the salad in, and then that absorbed the moisture. She wasn't
you,
doing
sweetie.
mason jars, she was just doing a baggie or like
Love your mother.
a piece of Gladware. So if you ever like have the heel of the bread or the butt, whatever you call it, you could totally even break it up into little corners and put it in the lid before you seal your jar.
Ta-da! And there is
There
lettuce.
you go.
But just remember to take it out before you
Yay.
flip it over so it doesn't absorb the dressing.
Yes. All
All
right, so write your name on the top so we can put them in the fridge.
Did you say to flip it over?
Not until you eat it.
Yes.
I know.
Like
but
about
Oh.
20
Did you
minutes.
say that for the video?
Yeah, she
Yes,
talked about
I did say that for the
flip it
video.
over. Just making sure I don't have any like.
Keep going. Smoosh.
All right, so
Smush.
look, you've got plenty of room up in
She
there.
does.
Yeah. All right, so now you
Oh, that's gonna be
ladies are
so
going to be
good.
able to make your own salad for dinner to eat now. So there are plates and bowls and whatever you feel like using. So I thank you for joining us for our Salad in a Jar training session / live video. So for those of you who are joining us for our team meeting, we're going to switch to Zoom in a few minutes so that we can progress with the remaining training portions of the meeting. But we're going to take a break. We're going to eat our salad, and then we'll get back on here in a few minutes. All right, thanks for joining us.